Manchester United has gone ahead to proceed to the next round of the FA Cup, that is the fourth round, after beating Wigan by 2-0. Diego Dalot with a very good, beautiful goal that was spectacular for me. And then Bruno Fernandes getting in a penalty for the club of Manchester United, and he made it 2-0. It would have gone ahead to go 5-6, but we are not clinical enough as a club of Man United, and it required a lot of intervention to come in through to see to it that these players obviously get a second goal. Because if you ask me what you're gonna hate to see in this game, first and foremost, total domination. We dominated the Wigan fixture, all encounter, and they had not at all really have nothing to do apart from the first chance they got that forced Onana to make a save in the second minute of the game. Welcome to the United Matters channel. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I see people already in the live chat trying to obviously put in their comments. I'm going to react to them later after I give you my honest verdict of this fixture. Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to obviously win another game in the FA Cup, and remember last season went ahead to beat very many teams until we played Brighton, Fulham up to the final, and we found ourselves into the final where Man City went ahead to beat us by 2-1. And today, Alejandro Garnacho, very good on the ball. Rashford, very lively but a little bit selfish. And then you had Bruno Fernandes doing everything he had to do into that fixture that resulted in the second goal. But Diego Dalot, who broke the deadlock, was the biggest guy to obviously talk about into the beautiful game of football. And to me, he was really the guy responsible for this breakup, because breaking the dreadlock had not been easy. Diego Dalot put in a lot of effort onto the field of play to see to it that we go ahead and obviously go ahead, because they had closed us down. They're having very many bodies into the 18 yards box of their side, and they never really allowed us to obviously operate in any way better, because chances were there, and there were like 3 chances before we obviously went ahead to get the goal, and Diego Dalot came up and really did this. And this effort is one of those that went ahead obviously easing this game for the club of Man United. When you look at that curling effort, an assist coming in from Marcus Rashford, it really shows you that Diego Dalot has a lot to offer to the club of Man United, and he went ahead to really put in an effort that everyone is still talking about. That goal that put United ahead in the 22nd minute was really a very beautiful one. Outside the 10 yards box area, he goes ahead to obviously hit that ball through the very many bodies. As you see, 1, 2, 3. That's where the ball really went past them, and it went to the back of the net. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. Like 4 players had to see this ball go through them, and the only benefit to the club of Man United was that they are obstructing the goalkeeper. That is it. They were obstructing the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper couldn't really realize where this ball was, and it resulted into a very, very beautiful effort that resulted into United going ahead, and we went ahead to see to it that we put in that effort, and Dalot has gone ahead to score that. He went to the celebration as you see him there, and then later he was joined by his fellow players, Marcus Rashford, Evans, Bruno Fernandes, and Rafael Varane. But what does this goal remind you? For me, it reminds me the goal he scored against Sheffield. Remember that game that ended 2-1 in favor of Man United, as it was 1-1. Our guy went ahead to really go ahead and obviously go in for that curling. For this time around, it went in the top left corner, I think. You know, when you're playing against Sheffield, he scored the winner, right? But this time around, he has gone ahead to really go in for a low effort. The effort was really, really, really low, and he really went ahead to really dispatch it into the back of the net beautifully. And if at all you watch the game of Nottingham Forest, you remember he went in for the same effort, and I think it really hit the post and it came back into play. if at all I'm not mistaken. But I remember him going in for such efforts, and he's trying such efforts, meaning that during the training sessions, he's trying to perfect in these moments and really get us to where we deserve to be. And I pity everyone who says Diego Dalot is not a player fit to be a Man United player now. Can you say it again? These moments pulled out by a player like Diego Dalot help a team really have what we call a plan B, because you might have the plan A, which is usual, that get that ball, knock it around, and take it to your opponents, try to open them up. But if at all you try all efforts like we did for the first 21 minutes and nothing could cross the line, you get what would have gone ahead to happen? It would have gone ahead to really see us struggle. And the more we kept ourselves onto the same level with them, when the entire game was goalless, they are growing a lot of belief in them that they could obviously find themselves at the back of the net. That is it. And that is the most important bit that I went ahead to love about this result, that this goal came in through early, 22 minutes. They would have gone ahead to score early enough, but it really kept us going. And Diego Dalot is really a very huge player at the club of Man United, being played as a left back, though he's a right back, but he shows you that whichever side you play him, he delivers massively as you obviously want him to be. And that is Diego Dalot going ahead to put in that effort as United went ahead to do the needful. It took us it took us more 52 minutes to obviously get into the comfortable lead of 2-0, because all we needed was a second goal to really know that we've gone ahead to kill off this game. And it came in through from a very well composed effort of Bruno Fernandes in the 18-yard box area of the opponent. And this is what I've always gone ahead to let you know, that if Bruno continues to do such things, then he's destined to be one of the best central attacking midfielders in the world, because most of the times he reaches in these areas, he thinks of really going for short and not go for something special. Now today, as he entered into the 18-yard box area of the opponent, he went ahead, he dummied the player known as Shaw. Shaw went down, and Bruno was going to face the goalkeeper. And guess what happened? There was contact, as you see. And when I was watching that game, I really heard the commenter saying that the contact was really minimal, and it wasn't really a clear-cut penalty. But look at that contact. Look at it. That contact was really huge, and it really meant a lot to the referee. Taylor took his time and pointed at the spot, and the goal of United came in through from Bruno Fernandes. But when you look, for me, the penalty is not the issue. The issue is how Bruno Fernandes went ahead to behave to go down like that. He really faked this short defender that he's gonna really shoot the ball, and that wasn't the plan. He went ahead not to shoot the ball, and he dummied him, and that was a foul. Clear cut penalty given to Man United, and Bruno went ahead to bar it in the back of the net to make it 2-0 for the club of Man United, and that was the end of it all. I knew at that juncture that it's a done and dusted game. That is it. I never expected anything to come not in favor of us when it was 2-0 after Bruno's penalty, but at 1-0 I knew to it that they might really get one chance and obviously try to sabotage the plans for the club of Man United. But Bruno Fernandes went ahead and really put in that effort, and it really went ahead to count, and he went ahead to put in such a celebration that everyone has gone ahead obviously watch. So we look at Bruno Fernandes. He came through into this game to prove a point, to take United to where we deserve to be. We're a team that has always gone ahead to call in for a lot of performances, and we've gone ahead to kickstart our year with a win, but we are having a very huge task ahead of us. Tottenham Hotspur this Sunday. It's what we are playing at Old Trafford, but they're coming at Old Trafford, and it was really great. For anyone who doesn't really believe in what this player went ahead to put up, I think we've gone ahead to control the game. We had the better plan of the game. When they really had to really put up a low block, we saw to it that our team could really control that midfield. But my worry again is Eric Ten Hag playing Scott McTominay ahead of that double pivot of Bruno Fernandes and Kobe Mainoo. You saw to it that when Bruno Fernandes got into those areas near the goal, he was really a threat. Something that Scott McTominay doesn't offer to you. Every time he gets the ball in those areas, he thinks about one thing: hitting that ball. His first touch is poor, and his presence was really not failed for me today. I mean, it's him having one or two chances to score, but for me, I'll never at any time rate a midfielder onto the chances that he scores. I rate you onto what you're supposed to be doing. That's where I rate a player of Man United. But what Scott McTominay does, anyone can do it. You know, he's a mechanical player, and I'm worried that if Eriksen doesn't make it, there, I don't know exactly how you're going to look when you're playing the side of... People are complaining about my sound. Let me check about it and see what's wrong with it. What's wrong with my sound? What's wrong with my sound? Hello, everyone. All right. Let me try to fix something here such that we get a perfect sound. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Hello, guys, tell me. Your sound is not clear enough, please. Your sound is not clear enough, please. Something looks like it's really fishy with my microphone, but so guys, I really went ahead to obviously bring you exactly what this game of football is all about, and it is really one of those moments that we need to obviously talk about. I've been addressing the moment of Alejandro Garnacho, and what he had to put up onto the field of play, and he has gone ahead to obviously take us to where we deserve to be. Diego Dalot. What's wrong with this microphone? So guys, sorry about that, and let's continue really telling you exactly what this game of football is all about. Now, Manchester United is through to the next round, and the next round is really gonna be an easy one, as we've gone ahead to be drawn to a side that is not all that hard, and these two two teams, one is playing in the, I think, League One, and the other one is playing in the National League. So that puts us to the level where everyone wants us to prosper to the next round of the side. But amid this all that really happened in the field of play, this was a chance that would have gone ahead to see ourselves really concede, and Onana went ahead to put in a very beautiful save. And by this time, it was 2-0. Sorry, it was just 2 minutes into the fixture of Man United, or into the game, and we went ahead to put in a very good shift. And look at this. Kobe Menu went ahead to drop the ball in the half of Wigan, and Wigan hit us on the break, and Onana went ahead to put in a very good save to deny Wigan from taking the lead. And this cross came in through here, and it really saw this guy out of his position. That is, Bissaka couldn't keep his man, and Onana went ahead to read this attack like a glove. So after reading it like a book, he went ahead to put in a very beautiful save, and that is really exactly how we survived conceding from the second minute of the game. Going down at this time would have gone ahead to obviously see to it that we really struggle a lot as a team, and those struggles would have been very, very ugly for the club of Man United, and it's something that you don't want your club to be going in through. And it's all about Onana, and Ten Hag shows you exactly why he went ahead to obviously tell him that please stay a little bit longer, and you leave on Sunday evening after playing against Tottenham Hotspur, and fly to Ivory Coast to play for the national team of Cameroon. It really shows you exactly why he went ahead to obviously make such a decision, because this save shows you that this guy is really what we need in that goal. And he's going ahead to become good. He's really one of the best players I've gone ahead to see at the club of Man United. And having gone ahead to get a lot of criticism in there for you, he is now proving everyone wrong that I'm the right guy to be in between the stitches of Man United, and that is Andre Onana doing those spectacular saves. And I think that's the only save he had going to me that was really hard, right? Then in the 13th minute, look at how Marcus Rashford went ahead to get a great chance, but he was denied by Tico, and Tico went ahead to obviously get this ball into the corner. But Marcus Rashford looked lively, and he cut into very threatening positions. But my worry was, there was some space here. Why couldn't he go in for a curling effort? Because he would have gone ahead to curl this ball. Look at this space in here. You could easily curl this ball in the top corner. That is it. But I don't know why he went in for the near post when there are very many bodies here. 1, 2, 3, bodies plus the goalkeeper 4. And all his eyes were onto the ball. And that is one of the disadvantages of Marcus Rashford. So, look at this. Look at Marcus Rashford and what he has gone ahead to do. This was a very clear-cut chance for me. He would have gone ahead to bury this ball and curl it here to make it 1-0 for the club of Man United. But he went in for efforts. Sometimes you need to go in for technique. You need to go in for technique, and technique beats the energy that he puts up. So I really believe Rashford needs to be doing better in such moments, and he shouldn't be really doing such stuff onto the ball every time he gets himself into such positions. So we really went ahead to really get more chances, and this was a chance of Scott McTominay that he went ahead to shoot wide, but it looked like a deflection, and this is why Ten Hag loves him. But this is why I hate him, because he's not supposed to be playing to that position. I believe that if at all it's Bruno Fernandes who is getting to those positions, he gets us more goals and more assists because of his composure that he has more than that of Scott McTominay. But Scott McTominay found himself into that position, and he got that chance that saw him really placing that ball out. Then the other chance, it was Marcus Rashford went ahead to hit that ball, and after hitting that ball, it really went ahead to really be saved by the goalkeeper. And it was really, 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 really good that he almost doubled the lead after 2 minutes of Dalot's goal that really gave us a lead. But one thing that I'm going to hate to really feel positive today about has been all about the guy who is really the number 9 of Man United. Today, I think, from the game of Sheffield, I had not seen the forwards of Man United feeding our number 9 like they've gone ahead to do today. That is it. They've gone ahead to give him lots of chances and has gone ahead to kill them off. He has not gone ahead to kill them off, but I think it was just him being unlucky on the night. But really he was really put into better positions. This was a Marcus Rashford play, and Rashford was here and Hojlund was around here. Then Rashford got this ball, chopped inside, and then Rasmus Hojlund made a run here, and Rashford went ahead to release him and went ahead to make a shot, and it really went into a corner, and the goalkeeper really denied us that. But I was happy about it because it was really a very beautiful chance, and I think he has gone ahead to be gotten onto the ball very many times. This is what I've been calling several times as a person who analyzes Man United, that we need to be creating more and more and more and more chances, and that is what has gone ahead to happen today at the DW Stadium. The number 9 has been given balls, and chances were there for him to kill off the game. As if this was not enough, there came another one. You see, it was a very good header, perfect cross coming in from Alejandro Garnacho, and Rasmus Hojlund went ahead to head the ball, and guess what? It hit the crossbar. And it really went out. But I'm happy that our center forward has been involved hugely into the fixture today. But if he wasn't, I would have been one of the people that would have been here mourning, because I know what exactly this means. If at all your number 9 really gets involved into these kinds of games and service is being given to him. So that is exactly what Rasmus Hojlund was all about. And then there was another miss. You know, a ball came in through, deflected off a defender, and Rasmus Hojlund really placed it out. The net was empty, but I cannot go ahead to blame him because of that miss, because the ball had gone ahead to move from very many bodies into his vicinity. That is Rasmus Hojlund for you, and to me, I was happy today for him. He had lots of chances, 3 in number, and he went ahead obviously not to score, but I saw that Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, and Garnacho deliberately looked for him. And if at all he can average 3 chances like these every match, trust me, Rasmus Hojlund will score very many goals for the club of Man United. If at all he continues to average such chances in every game. If they can get him those chances, then a lot is for him to really put him into the game, because he sometimes feels bored because he makes those runs and he's not fed in. But today, I think he's not going to be any better at any player at the club of Man United, because he has been given chances and it has been up to him not to obviously score those goals or those chances that we are created for him. And I'm really happy for him that we are really getting that. But one will say, Rokani, that has gone ahead to happen because you've been playing an opposition called Wigan. But ask yourself why teams like Man United play weak teams during the preseason. United play weak teams during the preseason. Do you know why? Because they know exactly that you need to obviously beat such teams, and when you beat them, then the rest will be history. So it helps you get that confidence and see to it that you build the chemistry in between the front four of Man United: Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Garnacho, and Rasmus Hojlund. Because today I've seen them trying to read his runs, meaning that cohesion is building up, the chemistry is building up, because this lad has all minerals to be one of the best number 9s in the world. But what can stop him? It's only one, and it's all about the way we are obviously going to see to it that we get him into this game more and more and more as a player for the club of Manchester United. So that is Rasmus Hojlund for you, and let's go to the match stats and how everything really went down. 9 shots by Wigan, 33 shots by Manchester United, 2 shots by Wigan on target. United had 14 shots on target, almost half of those, but we lacked a little bit of composure to kill off these games. Then 33% ball possession by Wigan. Man United had 67% ball possession. 304 passes completed by Wigan. United completed almost 2. The passes of Wigan, 603 passes. That's what I told you, that it was a total domination at the DW Stadium. Then 0 yellow cards to both sides. I like the officiation of the referee, that is Mike Taylor. Then 0 red cards. 0 red cards to both sides. 0 offsides to this side of Wigan, and 1 offside to Man United. 2 corners for Wigan and 12 corners to the club of Manchester United. And we are through to the next round of the FA Cup, and we are waiting to see who really wins against who into those moments in there for you. So let me go into your comments a little bit. I'm having 7 minutes to obviously end this live. Then Kennedy, Garnacho, continue selfish. Rashford, why? Blind dribble. Bruno, blind passes. Hojlund, self-confidence down. Let's play team football. Nice win. Congratulations, ladies. Big up. Thanks to RD for keeping us busy. Thanks. All right. But I think Rashford had some moments of selfishness, but he really released the ball to Rasmus Hojlund. Every time Rasmus Hojlund made a run, I don't remember any time Rasmus Hojlund made a run and Rashford denied him the ball, you know. And Garnacho played in Rasmus Hojlund close to 2 or 3 times. And to me, the most important bit is that he got in 3 chances today. That is the most important bit today. And I'm going to hate to see him really have close to 5 shots at goal. And I'm really impressed. All what we need is to see to it that him getting more and more chances like those. Then Chakwade Barnabas, the game was boring because Man United was not supposed to have only 2 goals with the chances they were having, and the most especially Garnacho and Rashford. I think you've gone ahead to choose a wrong word. The game was not boring. The game was okay, we dominated it, but say would have gone ahead to score more goals. That is it, because we created very many chances and we couldn't really kill them off. I think that's the big complaint that we can get from Barnabas's comment, that we had very many chances and we couldn't kill them off. I think that's the biggest comment, or the biggest issue that I can obviously hate out from your comment. Then Barnabas and also Garnacho was so selfish completely, because he was angry for goal and he thinks he'll be the top of United, but he will not. No, he can be the top scorer of Man United. That is it. He can be. He can be. And I think when he really got in better positions, he released the ball, and you saw it that he even had to really get a shot. You know, I think he had like 3 shots on target, 2 saved by the goalkeeper and 1 denied by the crossbar. That is Garnacho for you. And I think he really had a very beautiful game. Perez, Kobe is another problem. Very good player that we are going to discuss a lot about in the player ratings. But when you look at everything he's going to hate to do, he is going to hate to put in a shift. And to me, he is one of those players that are going to put in a performance that takes us going and going and going and going. Or Corey Isaac, we deserve more goals. Yeah, we deserved more goals. That is it. Garnacho and Rashford is selfish. But I think today they've been really very, very, very open to really giving Rasmus Hojlund that ball more often. But I think Rashford runs so much towards the byline. I don't know why he runs towards the byline, yet he knows that you can easily be closed that side, you know? So I think it's better for him to try to chop inside. When you look at the chance I showed you, where is it? Let me try to find one here. There was a chance here. Let me try to show you one. This chance he gets, he doesn't run towards the byline. All he does is to run and chopped inside. You look. Look at what Rashford does. He doesn't go this side. He narrows down the angle and hits that ball. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. So, all I think is we should be really advocating Rashford to obviously chop in a lot, not to go on the byline. The byline should come as a by the way, but the motive should always be chopping inside, and maybe leave that byline for the left back of Man United to obviously come in through and really utilize it very well. Chakwade Barnabas, your sound is now clear. All right. Okumu Nicholas, hi, I noticed this since yesterday that now it has been addressed. Your voice was cracking, but at least now it's a bit clear. Watching from Kenya, thank you for watching from Kenya. I'm gonna work about it. And then Twine Adbara, Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, but I want Casemiro to be fit for the game of Tottenham Hotspur. That is it. I want him to be fit. I want Ericsson to be there. And I don't see Scott McTominay getting to that team as a starter. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. We've gone ahead to obviously beat Wigan by how many goals? By 2-0. Bruno Fernandes on target. Dalot getting his 2nd goal of the season. And I think it's really gonna work well for him as a right back for the club of Man. It means a lot for him. And I think you guys are really having fun. But the central defense has gone ahead to do its job. We've gone ahead to keep a clean sheet. And when did we last keep a clean sheet, guys? I think we are playing against Liverpool, right? But against Aston Villa, we conceded. Against Nottingham, we conceded. Against Fulham, we conceded. Against West Ham, we conceded. Aston Villa, we conceded. And here we come to see to it that the club of Man United gets itself in a better position of really getting going with a clean sheet on the night. And I'm going to hate like the way Rafael Varane is going to hate to play. Accomplishing 90 minutes is really great. I was a little bit skeptical that why are we keeping him on the field of play for all this long, yet we have a game of Tottenham Hotspur. But Erik ten Hag is this kind of manager who doesn't cross the bridge before he crosses it. And one thing he's going to hate to show us is that he's learning from his mistakes. And how is he going to hate to learn from his mistakes? He has kept Kobe Mainoo on the field of play, something he did against Nottingham Forest that went ahead to cost us. He has not gone ahead to do it again. He has learned from his mistakes, and that is one of the things that you'll obviously have to give him as a very good kudos to the manager. But that bench was really lacking, you know. We never had Mount, we never had Casemiro, we never had Anton Martial, we never had Amadi Diallo. For Amadi Diallo, I don't know exactly what was going to happen. Has he traveled to play for his national team? I'm really surprised, you know, but I'm really making some research and see why he's not in the squad of Manchester United. Everyone wanted to see him really face Wigan, but he is really not. He never even made it to the bench. No one can really come out and really tell yet. This was really one of the moments, and they're telling us that is not in the United squad due to the illness. And you ask yourself, what kind of weakness is affecting the players of Man United? Because we've seen these affect everyone: Rashford, Martial, Varane, and very many others. But wait and see whether he makes a return against Tottenham Hotspur. This was one of the games that you expected him to come in through and really put in what we call the desired effort as a player for the club of Man United. But all never went on as to planned. But we know that we save the best for the last. So Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. The most